So my background is in the event industry, trade shows and conferences, as well as the publishing industry. So I've been in the publishing and trade show industry for 20 some odd years, and producing events for various different organizations, associations, corporations, independent events as well. And started last year the Virtual Edge organization, and that organization is really focused on helping people that plan and produce virtual events and virtual meetings share best practices and techniques and technologies. So we started that, and we've also launched an event with that as well called the Virtual Edge Summit, which is coming up in the end of May in Santa Clara. Well, that's a good question. We're still learning a lot of lessons about that, but we used just from a technology standpoint, not that that's the most critical aspect of it, but we used a technology called Ning, which is a social networking technology platform out there that many organizations are using. What we did with it, which is a little bit different, is we have it as our core website. So a lot of events, for example, will have an event website, and then they'll also have a social networking site that goes side by side with it. What we've done is try to integrate it all into the one site, so we've done a lot of from a technology standpoint, we've really kind of pushed the envelope on what you can do on the Ning platform, and with all of the different add-ons that are out there, and the hacks that you can do to it. So we've really kind of tried to make it as easy as possible for people to get the information without having to jump from website to website. What we are really trying to do is create a community of people who are sharing information, sharing content, and networking back and forth. And with static kind of website, that's a little bit different, or a little difficult to do sometimes. So that's the focus of the technology aspect of it. Well, it has been just an incredible tsunami of activity surrounding virtual events, whether it's corporations that are taking their large sales meetings or their partner meetings or their user conferences to a virtual platform, or it's event producers, independent event producers that have been producing trade shows, and now they're finding that their attendees aren't able to travel to attend the event. They're looking at virtual events, and then you have the media companies who have been kind of the early adopters of virtual event technologies and practices, and they're seeing more and more of their business going to virtual events, and it's an aspect of their business that is really growing quite nicely for most of the people that I talk to. So you've got all these different elements of the marketplace that are coming together. I should mention associations as well. Associations are another big segment of the marketplace that are getting into virtual events, and we're still really at the early stages of this, and so you don't have a lot of people who are really trained in producing and planning virtual events, and you certainly don't have a group of people who have experience in the physical event space who are ready to jump into the virtual event space. Although those people are starting to learn more and more about it, they're starting to use the knowledge that they have and the techniques and what they've learned in the physical event space, which is really important and transferable into the virtual event space. So you've got a lot of people right now all trying to figure out, how do we do this, and how do I play in this space, and it's really an exciting time for everybody.